fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you're all doing fabulous, and I hope you're all choosing to be the versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. I hope that's what you're doing. Today I would like to discuss some ideas of how you can allow yourself to see, to believe, to accept, to know you are who you want to be. If you have any questions like such, please leave that in the comments below, because I do want to just remind everyone, first of all, if you're new here, how you doing? I'm Kimberly, and I am obsessed with consciousness and manifestation. I like to get what I want. I like to get it now, and I'm sure you do too, and that's why you're watching manifestation content. So if you can handle my sass, my sarcasm, and the fact that you never know where I'm going to be in a video, whether I'm in my car, I'm in my living room, I'm in my bedroom, I'm outside, you never know where I'm going to show up. You can handle all of that? Well, then why don't you subscribe and be my new friend and let me know in the comments below that you are my new friend. Okay? Okay. To all of you that have been here a while, you know, in every moment, whether we really are focused, you know what? Speaking of focus, clearly I just forgot mine, because what I was going to tell you is, if you have any, manifestation questions that you don't feel like a video is out there that has answered it, or you think I may have answered it, but you don't remember what video it is, and you'd like me to talk about something again, put them in the comments. Just because I don't respond to every single comment, I read them. I do read them. Okay? I do. So please, 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 feel free to leave that, and I will record videos based off of them. I have recorded videos based off of comments. Okay? Do it all the time. It's where I get my little shush. Anyway. But yes, I totally lost my train of thought in that moment and started hopping and talking about something else. So there you go. Okay, ADHD at its finest. And then again, though, that's a belief that we don't have to keep giving to ourselves either. So anyway, I know that some of us have a difficulty in just accepting and believing that just because you say something like, I am this self, that it just is. For some of you, it's hard to accept that. And I'm hoping this will help shake that bullshit off of your shoulders. Okay? So, to any of you out there who, it's just an example, so don't turn off the video because you hear what I'm about to say, but if you're like into nail polish, the way I'm into nail polish, okay? This might sound weird to you, and you might have this feeling about other things in your life. Maybe it's when you put on makeup. Maybe it's when you do your hair. Maybe it's when you wear certain clothes. So if you're someone, I don't know, I'm just going to use the example as if you are like a guy who's not into any of the things I just listed, maybe, it's cars. Maybe there's a certain kind of car that either you already own and it's your special car. Okay? So maybe you all have, maybe it's a special pair of leather boots, because I know that's what my boyfriend's into, and he's got boots up the ass. Okay? Sometimes objects like that, whether we are aware we're doing it or not, we allow those objects to be the permission slip to step into the character or the version of yourself that you probably want to be all the time, but that's the only time you give yourself permission. So for example, long before I knew about manifestation, the way I really started taking it serious. So just quick background, I found The Secret, so Law of Attraction first. I first saw the movie The Secret, then read the book when I was 37-ish to 38, okay? Really didn't start taking this kind of stuff serious until 42. So, I'm 52 now, okay? So, going back, before I really started taking it serious, YouTube has always been my thing, meaning I've watched YouTube as like my daily TV watching versus regular TV watching. And it's been that way for me for years, really since YouTube started. Let's just keep it real. So in the days before I had a channel, before I had my Kimberly's Other Life channel, I would watch like YouTube lifestyle vloggers and things like that. And this one memory I have is this girl. She was in her video, and this video was really short. It was just her putting her outfit of the day together. And this is also what sparked my obsession with nail polish, just so you know. She had this dark navy blue nail polish. It was a Chanel polish, so automatically I'm like, Chanel nail polish? Oh my God, that's so expensive. What a lucky girl to be able to have a Chanel nail polish, right? So I saw it, and she painted her nails, and the act of watching her put on that nail polish, I was like, I want that life. I wish I lived that life. I wish I could do that. I wish that was me. I wish I could afford, nicer clothes to take care of myself better. And of course, back then I would correlate having money, that was like the only access to being kinder to yourself, because you could afford to buy yourself things. All stories, if you listen to what I'm saying, they're all stories that I had. But that navy blue nail polish, okay? So I went to the local, like Walgreens, I believe, or Walmart, and tried to find in the cheap nail polish section any dark blue nail polish that looked like her Chanel polish. Bought it. I don't know what I bought. Sally Hansen, an Essie. I don't remember, but I just remember coming home with a bottle, and it was dark blue. It was the best I could find that was similar to what she was putting on. And to be honest, because I couldn't afford to buy myself the fancy clothes she had in her video and her outfit of the day and all that stuff. And I liked this girl because she was into handbags the way I am into handbags, but she could afford the ones that I was secretly lusting over, right? So, number one, I really didn't make myself feel bad because I couldn't afford the thing she had. I just really longed to be able to be like her, okay? So, I bring this nail polish home, I put it on, and I just stare at my hand, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm the me I want to be. Now, granted, I didn't understand the depths of what that statement was. To me, it was just like I could see it as like me giving myself permission to feel nice about myself in that moment. Now, again, to any of you who are very logical and literal, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Kim, it's fucking nail polish. What the nail polish? I get it. Okay? Because this is going to continue. Someone in their videos, somebody mentioned, because like I said, I watched a bunch of different, girls and their lifestyle channels and blogging and all those shopping hauls. And, and I was really into watching those type of girls from the UK or Ireland. And anywhere UK, I obsessed over watching. Because, why? Well, because I was upset. I still am. Wanting to, be able to go over there and shop from stores that they have that, we don't have in America, okay? I don't want to shop from their stores if we have that store here. Because to me, it's more special to go to the ones we don't have. Like before we got a Topshop. I don't even know if we have Topshops in America still or not. But I remember when we didn't have them and how I wanted to go to one of their Topshops. Anyway. So then the next step for me was I got a bonus in one of my paychecks, and I was going to treat myself. And this has been like the first time I really treated myself with something expensive, or what, I thought was expensive. And it was Vera Wang's Princess perfume. And it just meant something to me. one of the girls showed it in the video. So I correlated that with, that's me starting to live the life that I want. And back then I would have told you to, make enough income to be able to really take care of my son the way I wanted to. Now, mind you, when I say take care of my son the way I wanted to, I meant to be able to give him a nice place to live, to be able to buy anything he asks for, to give him good Christmases, to give him nice birthdays. That's what I meant by that. Not that I was inept to take care of him without lots of money. And just please understand the difference. If you notice, it has a lot of materialistic stories here, right? Okay, so I was able to treat myself to that Vera Wang perfume, and I remember the first time bringing it home, and oh my God! And by the way, when I say buy the perfume, I bought the rollerball. That was me splurging on myself. Oh my God, I could not smell my wrist enough. And I correlated that to giving myself permission to think differently about myself. So I know I'm kind of giving you a lot of details about the old me, but in every moment, we are in some way, whether we own it or not, we are scanning our life and looking for the permission to believe in who we are. And without meaning to, especially if we're not feeling great about ourselves, we take the permission away from ourselves. And we tell ourselves we're not who we want to be yet. We're not there yet. So whatever it is that you're manifesting right now in this moment, as you're sitting here watching this video, were you really believing that you were the you that could have your desire? And if you did, yay for you, good job. But if you weren't, if you know that there may be outside circumstances or just the thoughts that you're never going to get what you want, or maybe you haven't had movement in a while, blah, 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 are those things the things that you're letting take the permission away from you? Are you using them as the evidence that you're not who you want to be yet? Because the truth is, you are reality, right? I am. Outside of it being what I'm sure my logical friends think is just a fucking sentence we say, I am, fill in the blank. I am is the totality of consciousness. It's consciousness recognizing itself. So when we know ourselves to be whoever it is you want to be, I am the me that's just like those lifestyle vloggers back in the day. I want to say the early 2010s, if I'm doing the math right in my head. Somewhere in there. I'm the me who's free to love myself. I am the me that is happy with her life. I am the me that is fulfilled with her life. And if I'm fulfilled with my life, then that must mean I'm the me in the loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. I'm the me who's financially abundant. Or use words that feel good to you. Again, I'm not trying to push affirmations on you. I'm trying to say, the I am, the totality of consciousness, is you. Therefore, is reality. And reality around you is changing, is recalibrating, is reorganizing itself in every moment. So give yourself the permission now to be who you want to be. And if you are someone who is very, very literal, very, very logical, and you struggle to accept that you are that now, maybe something as silly as a bottle of nail polish or a roller bottle of perfume or whatever it is that interests you, maybe allowing yourself to see that item as the permission slip for you to know yourself to be the self you want to be now. And I'm going to be honest with you. All different nail polish colors make me feel like all different versions of myself. When I'm wearing like a dark burgundy, a dark purple cream, opaque cream, okay, I feel like, oh my God, like a sexy siren, like a woman of the night, not a hoe. I mean, Vampire Kim. I don't know. It just puts me in a different character, a different version of myself. I love it. I love it. If you notice, I wear a lot of dark nail polish, a lot of blue too. But regardless, maybe there's a certain perfume or cologne that makes you feel like you are that person now. So use it. Spray that shit on and allow yourself to be who you want to be, because those of you that are waiting for the outside to change first, you're probably going to be waiting forever, because the idea is to say fuck it to the outside. I'm going to decide I am that now. Giving yourself that permission now is what changes the outside. So you don't need permission, really, from your circumstances. You don't need permission from the 3D, because the 3D is looking for the permission from you. Consciousness. You know what I mean? Hang on. We have to pass a tractor. Poor tractor dude. He had traffic built up quite a while. There's many cars that just passed this tractor. Here's some useless information. Now, listen. I get it. This idea of using objects like a bottle of nail polish, bottle of perfume, might feel like, Kim, this is out of the ordinary manifestation content. I know it is. But they are little objects that helped me. You don't have to, as you're watching this video, literally have $1 million in your bank account right in this moment to give yourself the permission that you are at minimum becoming that millionaire, that rich bitch. So let something like a perfume, a cologne, something like that, let that be your permission slip. Do you need the permission slip? Fuck, no. No! You don't need anything other than who you know yourself to be. That's all this really is. And if you listen, if this is hard for you to accept, just ask yourself right now, who do you really believe you are? So if you're manifesting a specific person, who are you in love right now in this moment? Don't tell me about your circumstances. Don't tell me about your history in love. Right now, who are you in love? What's your love category like? And you know as well as I do, you're going to start thinking about experiences, circumstances. You're going to start looking at them, you're going to start analyzing them, and you're going to take the information from that data to decide who you are. And that's the opposite of manifestation. Manifestation is fuck the data, fuck the history, fuck your past. Politely, of course. Choose now. Choose now. You are giving yourself permission because you're the only one who holds the cards to that permission. Nobody else can do it and choose it except for you. So what are you waiting for? You know what I mean? I know this video went all over the place, but this has been on my mind today. I feel like going home and spraying on some Vera Wing. I'm not gonna lie, it gives to this day, that scent gives me warm, cuddly feelings. Like, yeah, because I look back at that, the deep, dark navy blue nail polish and Vera Wing Princess. Those were the marker moments that I look back at as catalysts of when my life started changing, when this journey started really changing. So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.
One thing about a girl like